you press start?
Yeah. That's a lot. Is that not?
We don't need to put it all. Yeah, we do need to go out. Yep. Live broadcast. So we've clicked start. Unfortunately, it's not showing up on our main. I'm going to confirm what broadcast is. Okay, got it. That's good. All right. We've just got a bit of echo. Okay. There we go. From Congo Labs. We've just got a bit of echo. Okay, how's that?
Luke, I'm going to ask you to take over communications as well. Okay, Luke, can you suggest audio?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Great, that's great. Take it away, Luke. Thanks very much.
Take it away. Very good. Well, look, thanks to Brett and the team for setting this up. It's something exciting, something a little bit different, and thanks to all you guys that are actually participating, whether or not it's in Perth or online. My name is Luke Feldman, and I'm from a company called Pongo Labs, and we're really excited to show you some of the stuff that we've been working on. Now, I'm going to go and share a presentation right now, so just hold on, guys. Yes, can everyone see the presentation?
No. Not clear at the moment.
As in the video streaming is not clear, or you can't see the presentation?
Your screen is clear, can't see the presentation.
Oh, okay. Let me try that again.
Yeah, got it now.
Can you see the presentation now?
We did a minute ago.
It was up at the presentation comes up.
Yeah, if you just load that up.
I don't know.
Can you show them?
So
There's quite a bit of feedback.
yeah, it's just muted the other.
Okay.
Cool. So
Have you got visuals on the presentation?
not currently. We can see you currently.
Oh, right, okay. Let me just... Let me try setting that up again.
You should never go first.
So where's that mouse? Who we get?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll just load it. So if I go full screen, no, it's gone back to me, hasn't it?
And now there's no audio. This.
So if I set this to screen share and then don't run it full screen, how's that? How about that, guys? Does that work?
Luke, I don't suppose you've muted yourself, have you there? Hello?
No, I haven't. So all I'm doing is sharing the screen, but it appears to be not working.
Okay.
Maybe if I share the desktop, let me try that.
That's my thought.
Does that work?
Yep, that works.
Okay, so maybe if I don't press play, I'll try it once more, only to have it full screen. Is that working?
Yeah, it's working. Stop.
Is that working, guys?
It is, yes. Oh, so it is, yes.
Very good. How's the audio for you guys?
It's coming from the speaker at the moment. It's fine. If you want to go?
Yep, you'd like me to start?
Yes, please. That would be much appreciated.
Okay, very good. All right, technical difficulties aside, thank you everyone for coming today. As I said, my name is Luke Feldman, and I'm one of the founders of a Melbourne-based company called Pongo Labs. And I'm very excited to show you guys something that's a bit of a, I guess, a world-first technology for instant face-to-face networking. Now, I'm going to periodically stop here just to chat to the guys to make sure everyone can hear me. It's all good? Hello? Excellent. All right, a little bit about Pongo Labs before I start talking to you guys about what I'd like to show you today. You know, we're all about simplifying life. One of our big things is, you know, there's so many apps, there's so much technology out there, and it's complex. You know, there's Facebooks, there's Twitter feeds, there's LinkedIn's, there's all these sort of things, and we're all about simplifying life. But we're also about connecting people. You know, I see this every day, and I'm sure all of you see this if you ever sit on the bus or a train. There's a bit of a disconnect nowadays. People have their smartphone, they're looking down, they're looking away, they're not interacting with people. So I guess one of our other big things that we're trying to do here is to connect to people. Now, everyday problems. I just wanted to give you a bit of a, I guess, an overview, a bit of an understanding why our product Touchpoint, and that's what the name of it is, was created, and just highlight some of the everyday problems that I personally have experienced, whether or not it be in business, networking, and in social events. The first one is business cards. And look, I'm sure everyone's had this problem one time in their life. They've gone to a business meeting, they've either forgotten their business cards, or on the flip side, the person that they're speaking with or the group of people that they're speaking with doesn't have a business card. Or then on the flip side, if you've gone to a conference or an event, even one like today, where you potentially have collected 20 or 30 business cards, a big pile, and you forget who they relate to. You forget that person. And then, you know, after the fact, you sit down with your phone and you manually enter all those details into your phone. It's a huge pain point. Reciting personal details. Now, you know, if you've got a longer last name, Luke Feldman, spelt with an F, spelling that out for people can be awkward at times, and you know, it's never nice to say, oh, could you please repeat your name? Or could you, how do you spell that? Or what was your phone number? You know, there's this awkward sort of scenario where you're reciting your personal details. And in networking, group scenarios, meeting new people, it happens a lot. And then there's forget a name. And unfortunately, I have to admit, I'm a little bit like this. Forgetting a name and connecting a face to a name after you've met that person. That is potentially an issue that a lot of people have, including myself. And then there's sharing to groups. You know, have you ever had a scenario where you've needed to share media in the moment to groups? Now, this could be your colleagues at work, it could be your friends, it could even be your family. You know, I've had problems where, you know, you've wanted to share something and then you've had to rely on someone saying, oh, okay, after this, we'll email everyone later. And, you know, generally those sort of things are lost in translation. No one gets the email, and if you weren't on the email list, you don't get it. So it occurred to us that, you know, sharing information and engaging with groups of people is difficult. It's difficult, it's awkward at the best of times. And how could we potentially solve this? The existing workflow, to give you a bit more of an understanding, you know, there's the double handling of business cards. I collect a business card off someone, I've got to take it home, I've got to manually enter it into my phone, you know, I've got to make a mental note, add something to that to make sure I remember that person. You know, it's tedious to recite your personal details, especially in a scenario like networking where you're doing it constantly. You know, a big thing here is you require prior knowledge of users. If I want to share something with you, you've either got to have your email address or your phone number, or we've downloaded an app or anything like that to make sure that say, hey, we've both got iPhones, let's download this app and we can do something. So you've got to have prior knowledge. There's usernames, there's passwords. You know, a lot of the apps nowadays are mandatory that you have to do a sign-up process. Put your first name, last name, email, personal details, then you've got to put passwords, repeat the password. It's too much. It's frustrating at the best of times. And then you've got operating system or platform specific. How many times, if you've used an app before where you've gone, hey, I'm on an iPhone, I've got this app, I want to share something with you, and the person goes, oh, I've got an Android phone. It just doesn't work. And here's another big thing that we've noted. You know, most of the apps out there, most of the ways to connect to people, it's limited interactivity. It's one-to-one. You know, if I don't know you, we have to share a piece of information so then we can connect and then, you know, transfer of information. It's really quite difficult. So we have a solution, and this is what I'm really excited to talk to you guys about. It's called Touchpoint. Now, Touchpoint allows you to create an instant network, share, and poll with groups of people. And this is really, really cool, without knowing anything about that person. There's no app download. It's not tied down to any device or platform. There's no username or password. You can get straight into this software and start using it straight away. It works on everything. So I don't care if you've got a Windows phone, you've got an Android phone or an iPhone or a tablet or a desktop computer. Our software can allow you to connect. We've created this thing which is called a moment-in-time connection. And what this means is we are in a group together and we all agree to opt in to do this one thing together in that moment to create a secure connection. Our software is real-time. So anything that I put into this software, any information about myself, my phone number, it gets updated in real time to everyone that's connected with me. And then there's something which has been added, which is the ability to group poll. Now, the benefits of this, you know, from a human level, we've noticed that there's been a big change in way people interact with each other. You know, it's simplifying that face-to-face networking opportunity where I'm at after-work drinks, there's 4 or 5 people around me, we're really getting along, we want to exchange some information, we don't want to do it on a business card, so we can create a touch point and do it that way. It's a really good social icebreaker. You know, it's awkward at the best of times to pull out your business card. There's that sort of awkward handover of business cards. Oh, sorry, I don't have it. Or what's your phone number? Pass me your phone. You know, Touchpoint allows you to be a really nice way of being the icebreaker. Here is a key piece of a key benefit. You can share information without the exchange of personal details. I don't have to know what your name is. I don't have to know your email address or your phone number, but we can do something together and share something. It's great for engaging with groups of people. You know, our software works one-on-one, but where it really flies and it really has the best benefit is with groups of people. It's also a more dynamic way of networking. You know, a business card is static. I give the business card to you, you take it home, you enter it into your phone or whatever. That's it. That's as far as it goes. It's only a single transfer of information. Touchpoint is dynamic, and it changes the way we're doing this sort of networking. But there's one other thing here too, which we're going to do today, is reward participation. Now, I'm really appreciative of everyone being both online and in Perth and listening to my presentation. Touchpoint gives you an opportunity to reward those people. Now, it's time for a quick poll. Now, this is going to be very interesting because how Touchpoint works is it's usually a face-to-face interaction tool. So if I was speaking to you all live in Perth and I was standing there, this is where this software works. Now, there might be a bit of a lag and a delay on the video conferencing, but we're going to give it a shot. So what I'd like you all to do is get your smartphone out. Now, it's anything that's connected to the internet, so if you've got a tablet device, feel free to get that out. If you've got your computer that's connected to the internet, grab that as well. So we're going to get our smartphone out. If you can open up the web browser and visit tch.pt. Now I'm going to give you a minute to just get the hang of that and go there and visit that. Once you do visit that, it will look like this, and you'll be presented with this screen. Now, for the guys that are actually at the conference, is someone there? Hello?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, excellent. I just want to confirm that everyone got that, and they've been able to, those that want to participate have been able to open up their browser and jump onto tch.pt.
Yeah, everyone got it? Yeah.
Yep, excellent. Okay, click on join. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to type in I'm the host and type in a channel number. Now that channel number is 35, 35. So if everyone could please type that in, and you'll be presented with this screen here. Has everyone got that?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, now what we're going to do, now I'm going to explain it first, but what we're going to do is we're going to hold down and we're going to release when I say let go. Okay, and the count is going to be 3, 2, 1, let go. So everyone, hold your finger on the screen, please, and let go in 3, 2, 1, let go. Fantastic. So now what we've done is we've created a secure network. Now with all those people that participated with this, we've now created a little secure network, and I'm going to send you a poll. Okay, so I've sent you a poll. Now this is live, so when you actually fill in the information, because I'm the host, I'll get to see the information and how that comes out. So if you'd like to just answer the poll, please, that'd be great. And I can see people are loading feedback. Do you carry business cards? We're looking at, oh, there we go. Even Stevens, we've got 3 yes and 3 no. Very interesting, very interesting. So look, that's a very, very quick way that I can poll with the audience. Now, we've done this with hundreds and thousands of people, so it's quite interesting that you can connect with those people, do something, but I haven't had to ask you for your phone number or email. Now, I'm going to actually cancel that, so because I'm the host, I've ended the network. Now, we're going to come back and do another touch point, but I'm going to continue on for now. Now, where are people using Touchpoint? Give you guys some of the scenarios, some of the places, some of the interesting things that have come about from us putting it out there. In corporate is a big area. Instantly sharing contact information at meetings. I meet with 8 people I've never met you before. We do a touch point. Everyone gets everyone's business card information. It's great. It's really easy. It's simple and it's quick. There's the ad hoc sharing of files. I've just done a great whiteboard session with my design team, or someone new, we've got an agency in, I can take a photo of it and I can touch point it to everyone straight away so they get that image. Don't have to say, okay, what are all your email addresses, what are your phone numbers, whatever. We can do it instantly, do it right in the moment. And then there's things like integration, so sharing with Dropbox files. Touchpoint allows you to share Dropbox files instantly with large groups of people. At conventions or events, this is another huge area where we're finding a lot of people using this software. Replacing the business card. I've got quite a few people using the software, and people that I've spoken to that said, we got rid of our business cards, we've stopped printing them, we're now using Touchpoint as the place to get real-time connections and replacing that business card. It's a really good icebreaker. As I previously mentioned, let's all create a Touchpoint. It's a nice feeling to do something. We've all done it together. Rewarding the audience engagement, and I'm going to do that in a little bit, but we just did a poll then. I really wanted your feedback on that question, and we've been able to do it. Traditionally, market research or anything like that is a static piece of paper where I want to do a survey, so could you please fill it out and stick it on the table at the front door. It's quite static, it's after the fact, no one ever really does it. But I can also say, thank you for doing the poll. Here's something, here's a PDF, here's a video file, here's a music clip. Promotional, this is another really interesting area. Sharing discount coupons. If you're a retail store owner, you could instantly go, hey, Touchpoint, bang, I've just shared this with you, rather than the traditional, can you give me your email address? Can you give me your phone number? It's very impersonal and it's very abrupt to be asking that from someone you don't know. Now, Touchpoint, you can do this anonymously, and I can just share you some information. Another area that's been quite interesting is, for app developers, this is a really, really great viral way to be at an event or a group of people and say, hey, here's a really cool app that I've just created. Let's do a Touchpoint. I'm going to share it with all you guys because I'm rewarding you guys for coming along. And then there's the music industry. We've had a couple of events where there's been a DJ up on stage. They've just played their latest remix, and then they're rewarding the fans with an exclusive video clip or a remix of that track in the moment. Thanks for coming. Here you go, let's do a touch point. Very, very cool. And then there's social. And, you know, primarily we've looked at, you know, the business aspects, but there's also some really great social aspects. You know, quickly sharing images, web links, YouTube videos, you know, any sort of media like that amongst groups of friends. You know, normally you'd have to put together an SMS or some sort of chat and make sure you have all those people in there. They've all got to be a part of that app. But see, Touchpoint allows you to say, no, I don't care if you're a part of it or not. I don't need your details. Let's create this moment now and then share something. And then there's this other thing, which is speed dating now, this is pretty quirky, and we didn't really originally think of it as doing this, but we're finding that people are using Touchpoint as a really quick and simple way of exchanging contact details for speed dating, which is quite quirky in itself, but very cool because, you know, when you develop and design software like this, it's interesting to see how people are going to use it. So it's very, very exciting for us. Now, some interesting stats. Look, this project we developed in conjunction with RMIT University, which is a university down in Melbourne. We did a lot of research for the guys there, and we've got some interesting stats. We've had thousands upon thousands of touch point networks being created already. And, you know, every day there's more networks, more people creating touch points, which is really, really amazing and really, really exciting. You know, a business network, which we're not going to do today, but a business network means I want to exchange my business card information. We've had a live touch point of a business networking scenario where people have shared with over 200 participants. So that's like getting 200 business cards and instantly handing it to 200 people, and then they're handing it to 200 people in there as well. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. More than 1,000 people simultaneously doing one live touchpoint poll. So, yeah, we're at an event, it might be a large conference, it could be the tennis open, it could be the football. Sending out a poll and saying, hey, I want to get some feedback for you guys, I want to share something with you. Bang, doing it instantaneously. This is interesting too. You know, we've launched it in Australia and we've been chatting to sort of partners all over the place, but it's already being used in 4 continents, which is really, really cool to see. So it's got that beautiful viral aspect to it that it's very, very easy to use, very, very easy to pick up, and off you go. And then there's this, which I think has been really interesting for us and also, I guess, enlightening. Touchpoint peak usage, we've found that in the morning, which I'm associating it with, say, morning meetings, your WIP meetings in the morning where people need to share information for businesses, but also in the evening. So in the morning and the evening are the peak times for touchpoint use. Now, evening makes sense to me because, you know, it's at the end of the day, after evening drinks, you know, beer o'clock, those sort of things, that's where we're seeing touchpoint being used, in the morning and the evening. Now, thank you very much for listening. Now, what I would like to do is I'd like to reward you guys for participating. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one more touch point. So get your smartphone out again and please go to tch.pt. Now I'll give you a little bit of time for that. Select join again, and what I'd like you to do is join me on channel 38. 38. And if the guys over there in Perth, if you could just let me know that they're all right.
Yep, all good.
Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold down and let go on takeoff, which is 3, 2, 1, let go. Here we go. Everyone hold down. 3, 2, 1, let go. Brilliant. Okay, so we've created another secure network. Now, what I want to do is I actually want to say, okay, I'm going to share a little piece of media with you guys. Now, this is something for those people participating in this event today. But basically, if you fill in your profile today, which is fill in the details, you go into your preferences and add your profile, I'm going to give all the participants, whether or not you're in Perth or you're online, free premium access for 90 days. And that means you can do all these amazing things, poll the audience, share information, connect to Dropbox if you've got a Dropbox account, do some really, really great stuff. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Please follow us on Twitter. There's our Twitter handle there. We look forward to sort of chatting. I'm interested to hear if anyone's got any questions. Yeah, we'll go from there.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
People can join us online with got the conversations quite well the event. And official hash EOT. Hash EOTW. Can you still hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, sorry, the audio seems to be breaking up. Where's that running from? Somewhere.